Hi everybody. I am running behind. I'm just cleaning up from another reading. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome, welcome. If you're just joining me for the first time, yes, I'm happy to meet you. And if you are returning, welcome back. Alrighty, so tonight's lineup is as follows. We're going to start with Leo. Happy birthday to Leo. If it has been your birthday, it's about to be your birthday, or it is your birthday. Happy birthday. Look, I'm holding your card right here, the sun card. Good job. I love you guys very much. Next up, after that, we'll have Aries, then Sagittarius, Ophiuchus, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, and then Gemini. Alrighty, I know I'm still cleaning this up. I am almost done. Give me just 1 second, and we'll get started. I used a lot of decks in this last reading. Jeez Louise, like 5 of them here. Oh, okay, is she done yet? Almost. Yeah, you know I'm gonna have to shuffle them all too. Yeah, I know. It's fine. I had a busy day. That's my excuse. All right, let's say a quick blessing. Ready? Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being with us here today, and in every breath that we take, we ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. Alrighty, we're gonna start with this Heaven and Earth Tarot for Leo. Happy birthday. You guys are the cutest and the sweetest. Let's look here. First card out, and we got the Magician on its side. This is somebody who's trying to figure out how they can achieve a goal. They have a plan in mind. They're not sure how to get there. And I got the Six of Wands in the reverse. Oh no. Hold on. Oh, okay. So it feels like in the past, whatever this endeavor was that you have kind of got in your head now, it feels like it didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. It feels like in the past, you've kind of just been, I'm hearing also putting things on the back burner as well, Leo. It feels like somebody who says, I feel like I'm going to fail, so why try? Perhaps in the past, that was the case, you know, but I have the Fool card that comes out with that, and this Fool card is somebody who's ready to start something new, and so it feels like now's the time, and I think you know that about whatever this is, and I feel like you are just you're just not sure how to get there. I think you've had some kind of idea or something in mind for a while. Yes, I have the Eight of Pentacles right here, which is a card that talks about focusing on your craft. It talks about hard work. It talks about putting in extra hours at something, kind of nose to the grindstone sort of thing. And we have the Devil card here. This could be somebody who wants to leave an occupation, or they may want to start a new business, or this could be a new relationship. But whatever it is, this is something that you're kind of thinking obsessively about. With the Devil card, this is the card of Capricorn, but it's really somebody who is very focused on what it is that they want to do. And it's almost like kind of taking over. Yeah, I've got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and the the Two of Pentacles right here. This is a new deck, so it's a little bit chunky for me. But this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is somebody who feels like they haven't had the means that they needed, like at the right time. It's kind of always felt like you weren't in the right place at the right time for whatever reason, Leo. And with this Two of Pentacles, it feels like something that's always been a little out of your reach for whatever reason. I don't know. Again, I don't know what this is for you. I'll clarify with another deck in just 1 second. Let me get one more card out with this one. Perfect. Well, kind of perfect. I've got the Hierophant in the reverse. This is somebody who wants to end a commitment that they've made. And that's not necessarily such a bad thing. It really is something that you started a long time ago. Or it could be a project, it could be an occupation, it could be a partnership or a friendship. I don't know how it relates, but so these are just energies, right? And these are just stories that the cards tell. So just take them as they resonate, and you'll know it if it's your reading. So anyway, this Hierophant is the card of Taurus, but whenever we have it come out in the reverse, this is somebody who says, in the past, I committed to something that I don't feel the same way anymore. I want to make a change, and I'm ready to make a change, and I'm like kind of obsessing about making this change, and I know that this is the right time. And in the past, it hasn't been the right time, and I know that now things are shifting and changing. I'm just not sure how to achieve this goal, is kind of what I'm seeing here. And it's kind of like, it's like really in the forefront of your mind all the time, Leo. I have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who says, you know what, all the dreams that I had in the past, they've changed. I have different dreams now. And I've got the High Priestess that comes out here, which is interesting because the High Priestess is kind of a similar energy to this. Well, yeah, the Hierophant. You got a lot of spiritual cards here. Leo, I'm guessing right now is a time in your life that you're being asked to transition from one place to another. And it feels like you're being spiritually led to do so. And I think that you know what I'm talking about, and I think that you know what it is that you want to do deep down. And again, you're just trying to figure out how to work it all out. With this High Priestess card right here, again, it's the card of Pisces, but it's someone who has a lot of intuitive abilities and gifts, a lot of psychic abilities and gifts. And this is someone who is kind of ready to, I don't know, I'm hearing like flex their muscles a little bit in a different direction. I'm just turning your Magician in the upright position because I think now is the time. I think that this may be the week, Leo, that you decide to go after whatever this is that you want, or you really solidify in your mind what it is that you want. Let's see. What you really need is a solution as to how to get there, I think. I've got the Five of Swords. Yikes. I have to be honest, this is kind of a brutal energy. This is somebody who has to cut things out of their lives even when they are uncomfortable with the situation. This is someone who says, it's going to hurt me just as much as it's going to hurt you for me to separate from this situation, but it feels like it's time. Yeah, and here's the thing, I think, Leo, one second. Oh, yeah, we've got the Five of Cups that comes out in the reverse underneath that, too. And fives, to me, since you've got two fives right here next to each other, plus, am I right? Yeah, right on top of this Hierophant card, which is the number 5 of the major arcana. So you got 5, 5, 5. Fives are the energy of chaos and conflict that bring about change. And it feels like you don't want to hurt anyone with your choice here to do whatever it is you're doing, but you're kind of tired of doing the same thing that you have been doing for so long. And I think that you're starting to realize that. And I don't feel like a real sense of like heavy drama from you, but this would be a major commitment and a major change. And I have the Eight of Cups that comes out on top of that. That's somebody who says, you know, I think it's going to be best for everyone if we just move on. Right? I think it's going to be better for everyone if we just kind of set each other free here. It feels like this is the right time. How do you do that? Yeah, we have the Ace of Wands here. And I got the Ten of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who's kind of being asked to go in a new direction and to leave something that's very oppressive to them behind. And it really is just about putting one foot in front of the other, Leo. It's like making a plan. This is where I want to be. And so what you do is you take out your piece of paper, right? And you say, here is me now. And then here is where I want to be. And then you backtrack like the steps to get from point A to point Z of where you want to be. I think you're smart. I think you're ready to do that. And with this Ace of Wands right here, this is kind of like a fresh new start. This could be like a very passionate start for you, whatever this is that you want to jump off into here. It feels like the right thing. It feels like when the timing has been wrong in the past, now the timing's about to switch, and we're going to have it go into a much more, I don't know, like, I don't want to say positive versus negative, but like, because, you know, you just kind of are where you are, but it feels like you're going to be kind of in the flow of this. And so it would be a good time to take action on whatever this is. All right, you dig? Okay, that was your reading for the week, Leo, and happy birthday to you all. Next up, we have Aries. Aries, I'm going to use this Artist Inner Vision Tarot for you guys. I hope you're doing well. Let's see what we have for Aries. I got the Three of Pentacles here. This is somebody who is working with other people, and it feels like you may be asked to lead a team of some sort. I have the Page of Wands that comes out here. This can be someone asking you to take on more at work or maybe at home, something like that. This is somebody who's saying, do you want to like be the team leader of something? I've got the Ace of Wands. This is somebody who's being approached by someone like for something brand new. You know, we had the Ace of Wands just a second ago up in the Leo reading, but this Ace of Wands is somebody who, Ace of Wands, I always consider it to be like the most sexually passionate card in the deck. It's like very, very driven. It's very focused. There's like a lot of creativity that comes about with it, as well as just like this real trailblazing energy. It's like a brand new start in something. Temperance. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing though. I feel like you're kind of feeling like this new whatever it is. It feels almost like, it feels like you're being asked to lead a team here. And it's kind of exciting, and it's kind of something you'd want to do, Aries, but it feels like you're afraid it's gonna maybe knock you off balance a little bit. That's kind of the energy here. And with this Moon card that comes out on its side, this is somebody, I'll clarify in another second, but the Moon, it's the card of Cancer, but it feels like somebody who's just kind of tired, and it's somebody who feels like it can represent subconscious issues kind of coming up to the surface, kind of like bubbling up to the surface. It can also indicate secrets coming out. It can be, but it's very yin energy. That's why I said somebody who may be feeling like it's going to be too much to handle, like they're just tired already. I got the Nine of Swords here that comes out with it, which the Nine of Swords can indicate like bad dreams, which is very similar energy to this Moon card that comes out on its side. So the Nine of Swords is someone who's struggling to sleep at night, maybe tossing and turning. There's like some anxiety going on here. There's somebody here who maybe they don't want to admit that this is going to be too much for them or something like that. Oh, maybe they don't have to, maybe they don't want to have to be the person who's like, I don't think I can take this position, or I don't think I can support this because actually I'm afraid it's going to disrupt my life a little too much. Yikes. Oh, King of Pentacles. This could be relating to money. This could be something that you were promised maybe a raise for, or maybe this is what you're saying. Maybe you're saying like, how much is this going to affect me? Is it going to be worth it? I don't usually take this many cards at once, but it feels like somebody who says, well, I mean, it feels like you're being offered a really big opportunity this week, Aries, and it feels like you're not sure about taking it because you're worried about what this may do to you. Now, I'll tell you, this Eight of Wands came out with the Emperor and the Chariot card and the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, and all of these cards are extremely positive, and they're like very powerful energies. This would be, so the Emperor is someone who's asked to be a mentor, right? He's someone who has a lot of responsibility. He, she, doesn't matter, it's not about the gender, but it's someone who has been asked to take on a lot of responsibility in their life in some way. This Chariot card is somebody who's moving forward very quickly, and with this Eight of Wands, there's a lot of fast moving communication here. I'm seeing like a lot of contracts. I'm seeing like a lot of other people being involved. It's like fast moving energy. This person is looked up to. I feel like this is you. I feel like this is you being offered something this week. And with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse and this King of Pentacles in the upright here, I feel like you might be, well, I mean, I don't want to say, here, let me just read some more cards into this right here. Let's look at this King of Pentacles here. Knight of Wands in the reverse. You don't feel like you can trust the offer for some reason. I feel like you maybe maybe you've kind of experienced something like this before, where this person was like, I want you to do this and this and this, and I'm going to give you this title, and I'm going to give you this raise, and I'm going to do this, and we're going to do this with your contract, and then we're going to do all these things for you, and you went ahead and you did the job. And yeah, the Eight of Pentacles comes out here, which is the card of hard work. And then it kind of just didn't ever, you just kind of never saw the raise, or you just never like saw the title or something like that maybe. With this Eight of Pentacles that comes out here, this is somebody who says, am I going to have to put in a lot more than what I get in return? Ultimately, I got that Two of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who kind of feels like they're up against a wall, though. It kind of feels like at this point, Aries, if this is your reading, you are kind of backed into a corner here, so to speak. And obviously you're not. I'm sure you're not. But you kind of feel like you have to take this on, whatever this is. And this doesn't have to be relating to work. This could be anywhere else in your life. But it does kind of feel... Yeah, I've got the Four of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who says, man, I wish I just didn't even reach out in the first place, maybe. It's kind of like maybe you halfway volunteered for something, and then you were like, oh, and they were like, you. And you're like, oh, no, that kind of thing. Yeah, now I've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse again. So this is somebody who feels like you may feel like, I didn't plan for this, or you may feel like I'm not strong enough to do this, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm not experienced enough, something like that. There's a reason why they're asking you to do this, and there's a reason why this is all coming up here. Tell me just a little bit more about this Moon card, because I'm super nosy. I've got the Justice card that comes out here with that. Why? That's the card of Libra. This could be legal matters. This can be contracts coming out. This can be... maybe needing to be really honest. If you negotiate anything this week, Aries, needing to be really honest about what it is that you need. It's really, honestly, it's a really good sign when you have the Justice card come out in the upright position, because this is somebody who has legal matters going in their favors. This will be contracts going in your favor. I almost feel like whoever I'm reading for, you're more worried than you should be in a way. I think you're second guessing this, whatever this is. This is fairly hyper specific. I've got the Eight of Swords in the reverse. You've kind of been avoiding dealing with this issue for whatever reason. That's kind of how it's feeling. And now we have the Strength card out here. I don't know. You've got the Strength card. You've got the Emperor card. You got the Chariot. I mean, we have a lot of, you got Temperance here. You got the Moon. You have a lot of major, and the Emperor. You've got a lot of major arcana here on the table, which tells me that you've kind of bossed up in your life, whoever you are. And there's kind of this thing that happens, like once you reach a certain point and people recognize how good you are at things, they just start to give you more things to do, Aries. And it looks like you're kind of in that position where people are admiring and they're respecting what you do, and now they want you to do more. Yeah, good job. The person who accidentally volunteers to be the PTA president or something like that, you know, that kind of thing. But God bless you for doing it. And way to go being so smart and being so loved and appreciated. I think that this will be a week that you'll be surprised by an offer that you receive, and I think you'll be happy about it. All right, Aries. But I mean, I feel like you are kind of second guessing it, but you know, it looks good. It looks positive. Anyway, next up we have Sagittarius. I'm going to use this Marielle Tarot for Saggies. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius? I got the High Priestess on its side for you guys, and the Nine of Swords as well. So the High Priestess is the card of Pisces, and it's someone who you could be having a lot of dreams right now. I'll be honest, we just had that full moon on the 23rd, and that I always have a lot more dreams around full moons and new moons for sure. But this High Priestess is somebody who is very intuitive. They're highly psychically developed. This is somebody who's really asking for peace. This is somebody who needs a little bit of time to themselves. With this Nine of Swords coming out with this High Priestess, it can be the energy of bad dreams. It can be the energy of having too much to handle. It can be the energy of anxiety. That, Saggy, is kind of how that could read. It comes out on its side, though. Hold on. All right, I have the Two of Wands that comes out on this side here. Oh no, and I got the Seven of Pentacles here too. So the Two of Wands is a very it's very partnership driven, in my opinion. This is somebody who says, I have a lot to offer to another person, but I'm not sure that now is the time. This is, here's, oh, I'm getting it now. This, whoever you are, Saggy, it feels like you're trying to work us through a situation. It could be a love situation. It could be a friendship or work dynamic. I don't know. So, or a family even. But this is somebody who's kind of trying to work out where they sit within a partnership. And this is somebody who has been waiting to see how this was all going to unfold for a while. And it feels like it's the kind of relationship or situationship that would have kept you up at night a little bit here. This is somebody who's trying really hard to recognize the red flags before they have to deal with them. This is somebody who's really trying hard to make good decisions for themselves. And for some reason, I have somebody who is questioning a partnership and questioning whether they can give in a relationship any longer. That's what it looks like. But they've waited with this Ten of Swords. Yeah. All right, so the Ten of Swords is the minor arcana of the Death card for me, and it always indicates kind of an on-again, off-again relationship, right? You're in, you're out, you're in, you're out, because like 9 stabs wasn't good enough. Let's go ahead and add one more to it. Let's try one more time. And so it feels like you've given this person or this situation enough chances, and it feels like you're really trying hard to open up to an inner voice, like to really be honest with yourself about this. I've got the Justice card that comes out on its side here. Justice is the card of Libra. It can indicate legal matters. It can indicate divorce. It can indicate paperwork, something like that. But whenever we have this Justice card come out on its side, this is somebody who's questioning, like, is this the right thing to do? Is this the right person? Is this the right situation? Am I doing things the right way? Is this fair to me? Is this fair to the other person? And I have the Death card on top of the Ten of Swords. Yes, I sense an ending here. All right, so you got the Death card out here, which is the card of Scorpio, which is very similar energy to this Ten of Swords right here. The Death card, though, the difference between the two for me as a reader is that the Ten of Swords represents like a 3-dimensional energy, and this Death card is really more of like a spiritual ending, somebody who's finally able to like put the last nail in the coffin and put it to rest is kind of the energy. Hey. Alrighty, let me get another deck. Let's use this Tarot of Wonderland. I feel frustration. Oh boy, okay. Okay, well, here's the problem. Dang, all right, well, all right, here we go. So you've got the Ten of Swords out right on top of the Ten of Swords, okay? And it came out in the reverse. And here's the situation. It is an on-again, off-again relationship or situation. This person comes in and out of your life, and there's like a lot of obsession with this Devil card that comes out. I had 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 cards come out there. So this Devil card, this is a card of Capricorn, but this is a lot of obsession. This is a lot of kind of toxicity. These are two individuals that recognize they may not be the right people for each other, but for some reason they just keep coming back. And I've got, here's the thing though, this is why they keep coming back, because I have the 6 of Cups and I have the 2 of Cups and I have the 10 of Cups here. So the reason that is significant is because the 6 of Cups and the 2 of Cups are both soulmate cards, all right? And then we have the 10 of Cups right here, which is an indication of a major love relationship. This can also be a card of marriage. It can be a family coming together. It can be a blended family coming together. This is heavy, like soulmate energy, and that's why you're all back and forth, and that's why you've let this person come in and out and, you know, all this stuff. So now I have the Queen of Swords in the upright position here, which is the card of Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but it's really somebody who, I don't know, it's like a very brutal energy. This is somebody who says, you know what, soulmate or no soulmate, I just don't see this working out. I'm so tired of this. I need an ending to this. And with this High Priestess, what was I saying about red flags? There's somebody here who's noticed an awful lot of them. Yes, now I have the Ace of Pentacles that comes out here, which happens to be my favorite card in any reading in any way, because it's something that you can invest in. It's a part of yourself worth investing in. It's like authenticity. This person, so here's what I don't understand is this person, you have so many soulmate cards here. You've even got the Devil card here, which when I have this many soulmate cards with the Devil, like it's just an energy of a lot of passion and a lot of well, just like obsessive love here. And I don't mean that in a sinister way. And I've got this Ace of Pentacles, which is just like a solid deal. And it feels like we have, I don't know, this has got to be a communication issue or something with this Queen of Swords here, because on one hand, we have like all of these red flags and we have all of these like on again, off again feelings. And this is like somebody who says like, I have all of this to offer. Where's my person? Like this, there's all that. But we've also, and we've had you waiting on this person for a long time, but we've also got kind of like a failure to launch here. Tell me just real quick, like, because I like you so much, Sagittarius. I don't usually use 3 decks during the weeklies. How's this gonna, because with this 10 of Swords and this Death card, I'm thinking Judgment, and I got the Knight of Swords. So this is why I'm asking, is because I feel like somebody in this partnership is going to have some kind of a wake-up call where they recognize themselves within this relationship, or they recognize you as being their soulmate or something like that. And I think it's going to finally be what is the tipping point in this relationship. I feel like next week when I read for you, Sagittarius, I'm going to be reading about like a reset of this relationship. I'm feeling like with this 10 of Swords and this on again, off again thing, it feels like it's still going to be coming back around, even though with this Death card, you're almost like begging yourself to make it stop. I don't know who you are. I don't know what this situation entails here, but it really does just feel like something that's kind of starting to get to you with this 9 of Swords right here. You're trying to be really smart about this, Saggy. You're trying to be really honest with yourself, and you're trying to be very thoughtful about how you deal with this person. But I don't know, there's something that you just can't let go of about this person. So I'll see you next week, and if this was your reading, I bet we'll be talking about this next week too, Saggy. Alrighty, I'll talk to you guys next week. Next up we have Ophiuchus. Let's see what we have for you guys. I'm going to start you off with this traditional Rider-Waite. I got the Queen of Wands on its side. Very good. Queen of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy whenever we have it coming out on its side. This is somebody who is not sure. Well, I mean, hold on. Let's see. This is somebody who's... I got the Star card. That's the card of Aquarius. It's like this person that I'm reading for has a lot of gifts. Someone who is very beautiful, someone who's very intelligent. People love this person, and I think this is you, Ophiuchus. I think that you have a lot of gifts and abilities that are highly admired. And I feel like you are kind of at a place right now where you're ready to start something that's very important. Yeah, Ace of Wands for you guys too. This is like a brand new start in something. It could be a brand new relationship. It could be a brand new life path. This could be a brand new business. This could be a brand new anything, but it's kind of something major. And this Star card, it's the card of Aquarius, but it's really somebody who's bringing their, it's like someone who's making their prayers come true. That's someone who's working on bringing down what's good for them into their three-dimensional lives. This is somebody who's very active. Let's see. But this is somebody who's about to kind of do something that, yeah, okay, good. Oh, okay. This is somebody who is starting to focus on what they want for the future. You have a lot of gifts, you have a lot of abilities, and they're very unique to you. These would be like talents, special talents of yours. All of a sudden, I think you're going to find a lot of use for them. I think people are going to start to notice you, whoever you are, Ophiuchus. This has been something you've been building on for some time. With this Knight of Pentacles, this is somebody who's they're ready to take the first step in the right direction. It feels like it feels like I need to like heave a sigh of like a lot of air, because it feels like you're getting ready to embark upon some kind of major journey. This could be an actual journey, or this could be just someone who's ready to take the next step in their life. So this is kind of heavy energy if I'm being around. This Six of Swords right here is somebody who may be asked to make a physical move in some way, or they may be being asked to move on from something that makes them, I don't know if it's a little bit uncomfortable or if it's a little bit relieved. Okay, it might be both. I have the Tower in the reverse, and I have the Four of Wands. What? Okay. So the Tower in reverse, I was excited when I saw that, because that would be one of those things that you saw coming. Like the Tower card, it's somebody who experiences like something catastrophic, or like maybe a crisis or something, and all of a sudden you have to change directions. Well, I thought things were going to go this way, but now that it's fallen apart, we're going to go this way. And it feels like whenever we have it in the reverse, this is somebody who's like, yeah, I saw that coming. I knew that was coming. I got that handled, right? But now I've got this Four of Wands that comes out here on its side. This Four of Wands is another one of our soulmate cards. This is that Twin Flame 1111 card. This is somebody who maybe was considering marriage with another person, or maybe putting down roots with another person. And now, yeah, it doesn't matter. You're like, that's fine. I am moving on anyway. This Hermit card is someone who's very solitary. They want to be on their own. They're ready to kind of, I don't know, focus on some kind of spiritual development, or focus on some kind of new path for themselves, and they understand they're not going to be able to do it with whoever this other person is. Zoinks. I got the Two of Wands in the reverse. Oh, bummer. All right, I don't usually take this many, but I will. So I got the Two of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who says, you know what? I think you're great. I think I'm great, but I don't think we're going to be great together right now. I have the Five of Wands right here with the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Swords, right? And so this is somebody who has been through it. They've decided, like, it feels like you have thought about it. You've thought about it long and hard. It feels like you have made your pros and cons list, that sort of thing. And now you're being asked to walk away from something, and you've kind of been avoiding it for a long time, and now's the time. Yep. And it feels like that's probably what that Tower in reverse is, but there has to be this acknowledgement that this was an important person or situation for you. And yes, I think you have. All right. So let us clarify with, where is my, yeah, that one. Let's use this Manga Tarot. I think you just know, Saggies, that, or excuse me, Ophiuchus, it feels like you just know right now that it's a time for you to be focusing on whatever this new passionate thing is for you. I've got this Ace of Cups right on top of the Ace of Wands. So that's two aces right on top of each other. And that's this feeling of, I'm ready to give my heart to the right person, to the right thing, to the right situation. I'm ready to be in the right place at the right time. I'm ready to devote all of my energy and my passion to whatever this is that's super authentic to me. With this Ace of Cups right here, this is someone who has a really full cup to give to another person or to another situation, but it's got to be the right one. And now I've got the Moon card. Good. That's the card of Cancer. What? Three of Swords in the reverse. And the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yep. You saw this coming. This feels like a breakup energy. I'm so sorry, Ophiuchus. It really does, but I can't make it up. With Three of Swords, this is officially my Ben and Jerry's card of the deck, right? It represents grief, heartache, and pain. Yes, it's very painful. It usually indicates a breakup, as does this Tower card. Yep. Alrighty, and this Six of Swords is somebody who's moving on in a situation. Yep. And this Ten of Swords, as I was saying earlier in the Sagittarius reading, you might want to hop up there and look at that, Ophiuchus. And this Ten of Swords is all about the energy of an on-again, off-again kind of relationship, ups and downs, that sort of thing. And it's kind of the minor arcana of the Death card for me as a reader. So it feels like you're being asked to end this. Why do we have this Four of Wands here? Let's be real. What? I got the Nine of Pentacles here. There's somebody here who decides to be single. And this Queen of Swords energy is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. But this is somebody who has to be honest with themselves and with the people around them. This is somebody who says, I don't have the energy to devote to everything on this page. Therefore, I have to just choose myself. And whatever that is for you, Ophiuchus, it feels like you're kind of ready to do that. And it's kind of with a heavy heart, but it's also with a sigh of relief that you're making this choice. Alrighty, that was your reading for this week. I hope that resonated. Now, this moon card that came out, I didn't even talk to you about that, but that's this card of Cancer. And this is somebody who has to recognize this in themselves, right? They have to be honest with themselves. There's a lot of cards of being honest with yourself and with another person in a situation. And it's really, I'm hearing like it's only fair, but also it's only true. With this Ace of Cups, this is someone who decides that it's time to focus on what they truly love, who they truly love, whatever that is, and to throw themselves into that kind of wholeheartedly. And it feels like you've kind of seen whatever this ending was coming for a while, and now you're ready to make some steps in a positive direction. Alrighty, that was your reading for the week, Ophiuchus. Next up, we have Scorpio. I'm going to use this Chocoli deck for Scorpios, you cuties. All right. I got the Eight of Swords. Oh, all right. So the Eight of Swords is someone who feels like they're restricted right now. They feel like they can't really talk to someone, or they may be kind of scared to talk to someone is really what it feels like. They're afraid they're going to get their head bitten off in some way, or they're afraid that they're going to get in trouble. I've got the Hermit in the reverse. This is somebody who kind of feels like they're kind of wishing that they'd made different choices. I have the Knight of Swords with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This Knight of Swords is somebody who's thinking about sending a message. They're thinking about saying something to another person. With this Four of Pentacles in the reverse, I have somebody here who's saying, what do I have to lose? It feels like I've already lost everything. With this Hermit card, this is the card of Virgo, and this is somebody who is again, it feels like they wish that they had made different choices in the past, and now they're kind of regretful. And it feels like they're asking for, this is somebody who's kind of praying about this situation, I think. Let me look a little bit further here. I've got the Three of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who says, you know, and that's my minor arcana of the Magician card, basically. But this Three of Wands is somebody who says, you know what, I didn't plan for this. I didn't know this was how this was going to go. I didn't expect for our relationship to go this way. I didn't expect for this to happen. This was somebody who either didn't have a plan or they didn't plan on this. And I have the Chariot card that comes out on its side. This is somebody who says, how do we get ourselves out of this? How do we move on from this? How do I move forward from this? Somebody who feels rather stuck. And I have the Hanged Man in the reverse. Hold on, I'm going to clarify with another deck. Let's use this Deviant Moon Tarot. So the Hanged Man in the reverse is somebody who's waiting for another person to reach out and break the ice, is kind of how that feels. Because it feels like, Scorpio, if you're the one that's feeling this way, if you're the person who's kind of afraid to reach out and talk to someone for any reason, it feels like it's because you don't know what you're supposed to do. You don't know how to make it better. And you'd love to reach out and talk to this person, but and you're like, what do I have to lose? What would be the harm, you know? But there's somebody here who they kind of feel like it's necessary to talk to this other person, but you've been waiting for this other person to reach out first. It's kind of what it feels like. Oh, I have the Devil card that comes out on top of that. That's the card of Capricorn. Zoinks. Yes, technical term, zoinks. So the Devil card is the card of Capricorn, but it's someone who is kind of worrying about this situation obsessively. This is someone who can't get over it. I hope this is not you, because I don't want you to be feeling this way. But I think, and if this is you, I think you're tired of feeling this way, because I just turned it in the reverse for you. This is someone who has acknowledged, like if this was you and you had maybe done something you shouldn't have done or said something you shouldn't have said and you want to reach out to somebody, I think you're worrying about it too much, all right? If this is somebody who's done that to you, just know that they are very, very upset about what they have done and they feel very badly, okay? All right, very good. I have the Hermit in the reverse again. That's the second time out for that guy, Scorpio. But when we have the Hermit in reverse, this is somebody who says, I've made these, I've stepped in it and I don't want any, and specific to this Deviant Moon Tarot, it feels like somebody who's afraid of other people seeing them go through this, seeing them having made this poor choice or this whatever, you know what, people are people. Stop being hard on yourself. And if this other person is feeling this way, I mean, how bad could it be? Well, maybe, I don't know. I got the Empress. Yeah, and the King of Wands. All right, so this could be a mother figure in your life. This King of Wands could be a father figure. This could be, King of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. The Empress is Virgo energy. This is somebody who wants to fix a situation. This is somebody who wants to make things better. This King of Wands is someone who always tries to take care of everyone around themselves, as does this Empress energy. It feels like whoever this person is that you're afraid to reach out to, or if they're afraid to reach out to you, it's whoever's on the flip side of that. They would do nothing but welcome the other person in, whoever this person is who's so worried about talking, you know. So I don't know. I feel like with this Empress energy, this is someone who's, you know, they are so loving, they're so kind, they're so abundant, they always have the right words to say, they always have like your best interest in mind, you know. And this King of Wands energy is clearly someone who wants to take care of everyone around them, very paternal energy. And this is someone who will help you. Now, what is this? Let me look here. There we go. I lost my deck for a second. I have so many here. Let's look. I've got the Three of Cups. Absolutely. It's like a reunion. It can be a family reunion. It can be a celebration of friends coming back together. Yeah, for sure. And I got the Knight of Swords again. Good job. So this is really about communicating. This is about being honest about how you're feeling. This is just, it's a real energy of bravery. And here's the thing about the Knight of Swords. This is somebody who, with their words, they can affect a lot of change. There can be a lot of healing that happens from your words. All right, Scorpio? You're somebody who knows how to say how you're feeling, and you can be honest about it. And it leads to like a celebratory reunion of some sort. So, and if this person is feeling this way about you and they're very worried about talking to you for whatever reason, obsessively so with that Devil card, I feel like you're going to be very good to them. You're going to be very kind to them. This is someone who's very worried about the way other people may perceive them. Maybe there was some gossip surrounding this situation. I don't know. But it feels like somebody who's ashamed. It's like the energy of being ashamed. And I don't want you to feel that way. And I don't want anybody else to ever feel that way either, because I think that you're probably very forgiving, or the other person involved in this situation is too. All right, that was your reading for the week, Scorpio. I will catch up with you guys next week. Next up, we have Cancer. Let's see here. Let's use this Tarot of Wonderland for Cancer. Got the Death card and the King of Cups on the bottom. Let's see if they come out. The Death card, you know, that's a card of an ending, a transition, or a transformation. And that King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but it's somebody who's, they're not talking too much. I got that Two of Cups in the reverse. I got the Queen of Swords on its side. Okay, so the Two of Cups is all about a soulmate relationship, right? It's one of the soulmate cards in the decks. It doesn't have to be a romantic soulmate, but this would be a partnership or a friendship, something like that. And whenever we have that in the reverse, this is somebody who says, I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this situation. It feels like it's falling apart anyway. With this Queen of Swords on its side, this is somebody who's not talking about how they're feeling. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, but it feels like it's like real throat chakra block energy. I've got the Knight of Cups that comes out in there. That is somebody who feels like they're not sure if they should give their heart to this person. This feels like a romantic reading, if I'm being very honest with you, Cancer. So the Knight of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but this is someone who had previously offered their heart to another person. They'd offered their love to another person, something like that. And now with this Queen of Swords energy, we have somebody who's kind of wisening up in a situation. They're kind of starting to become more logical about this situation. They're starting to put their emotions kind of like on the back burner, and they're starting to be more analytical about this situation. Like, how is this going to affect me? What is this going to do? This person, I'm hearing that you had to. I've got the Fool card that comes out with that, and I've got the Sun card on the side. So this Fool card is somebody who wants to start something new. This could be somebody who says, I feel like I need to heal myself, and I feel like in order to do that, I need to go down some sort of pathway that I've never gone down before. And it's possible that you may have other people looking on saying, what? You're gonna do what? And you're like, no, really, I am. I'm gonna do this thing. And it feels like to do so, you may have to let someone go. All right, let me grab a drink of water real quick. Alrighty. I got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and I got the Six of Wands on the in the upright. So at some point in this past relationship, whatever this Two of Cups is for you, whoever this Two of Cups was for you, we have this understanding with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse that you were never going to get what you needed out of a certain relationship. And I think you're starting to, I think this will be the week, Cancer, where you come to the realization that you want to be where you're supposed to be. And I think, yeah, exactly. So I've got the Judgment card that comes out here with that, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. And the Judgment card is somebody who recognizes and sees things for what they are. Okay. And with this Knight of Wands in the reverse, this would be somebody who would be kind of dodgy, non-committal, could be sexually promiscuous. This is somebody who you know is not capable of change right now. That's that feeling. And it feels like you have this wake up moment this week where you're like looking at things from a whole different perspective. Because in the past, I feel like you've been this Knight of Cups and you've been like, oh yes, I love you so much. I want to love you and I want you to love me back. Now this week, Cancer, I feel like you're more of this energy of, how's that going to work? How's that going to look? Like, what's that future like? Tell me more, right? And I think that you're starting to be just a little bit more cognizant of what you really want to see in your life. Let me use this Star Power Tarot to clarify. I got the Seven of Wands here and the Two of Cups in the reverse again. Alrighty, so Two of Cups in the reverse twice. That's somebody who says, you know what, when it's time, it's time. I recognize this person was important in my life and I learned a lot from them. Thank you so much. I am so happy that I had an opportunity to meet you and to love you and to give part of myself to you. But this Seven of Wands comes out with it, and this is somebody who says, but you know what? It is too much drama for me. It's too much in my head. It's too much outside of me. I can't do it anymore. It's too much. I have so much on my plate already. Why would I add more to it? That's kind of that vibe. And I feel like that's where it is that you're wisening up there. Now I have the Nine of Wands in the reverse, which is somebody who wishes that they'd put up boundaries sooner, because now all of a sudden we have all of this emotional debris to clear out, because look at all these memories, look at all these thoughts, right? And you're kind of kicking yourself, Cancer, saying, man, I kind of wish I'd let this go a little bit sooner, because then I wouldn't be having to deal with all of this. But you know, it is what it is, right? And I got the Six of Cups in the reverse. Man, so you got three sixes right on top of each other. You got the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. And to me, sixes are when you're, especially when they're all in the reverse, this is when somebody needs to really look at the toxicities in their lives, the relationships that aren't working for them, or they're not good for them. Or it can be addictions that you have in your lives. And this can be anything from over shopping to over drinking to overeating to, I don't know, just not really functioning at your highest self. It's okay, no judgment, right? We all do things like this. But whenever we have these all in the reverse, it's almost like having to hit the reset button of your life. And I feel like you kind of recognize that. I feel like whoever this person was, because this Six of Cups that came out is another soulmate card. And so there's like part of you who says, yeah, I get it. This person was really important. They were influential in my life. And for so many reasons, they were influential in my life. But there's this part of me that really wants to come home to myself. Yeah, and now I got the Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's like giving up a bad habit, right? What was I just talking about? These things that they feel so good in the moment. When you really step back and look at them, what are you really getting out of it, right? And I think that that is where your headspace is this week, Cancer. I think that you're starting to just be very aware of what you've gotten yourself into here emotionally. And I think you're kind of processing that, those emotions a lot more logically this week. And I think that you're starting to recognize that you want something new, something that, I don't know, you've not experienced before. But I think that you want more than what this has been. And I think you know that. I think you've known it for a long time. All right, that was your reading for the week, Cancer. Next up, we have Pisces. All right, let's see how you guys are doing, Pisces. I hope you guys are doing well. It's nice to see you all. I got the Three of Swords. Man, you guys are just bringing it tonight. All right, so I got the Three of Swords, which is an energy of a breakup, right? I always say this is the Ben and Jerry's card of the deck, right? Yep, everybody goes through it. Everybody has to deal with it at some point. This Three of Swords is somebody who's having to go through that possibly right now or possibly just recently. It doesn't have to be in a romantic relationship. It can be in anything. It can be in a friend grouping, or it can be, we got the King of Cups that comes out with it though, which is kind of an indication of a love relationship. When we have the King of Cups that comes out on its side, Pisces, this is your energy. It's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but the King of Cups is somebody who hasn't been talking about it to other people. They've just kind of been dealing with it on their own. And I have the Three of Cups that comes out on its side. It feels like you were kind of hoping for a reconciliation of some sort, or Two of Pentacles in the reverse. It could have been third-party situation involvement, actually. The Three of Cups, it came out on its side here. That's why I wasn't sure. It can sometimes indicate like a third-party affair kind of situation. This may be your story. This may not be. It's rather specific. But with this Two of Pentacles in the reverse, see, I never say that it's the Three of Cups. I mean, I never say that it's a third-party situation unless I have other cards to back that up. And this Two of Pentacles is kind of another one of those juggling third-party situation kind of vibes to it. But this would be somebody who maybe that was happening to or happening around them, and possibly it's kind of all fallen apart here and you just haven't told anybody. I think this is something you've either been through recently or you currently are going through, if this is your story. With the Six of Swords in the reverse, this is somebody who feels like they can't move on in a situation. It's possible that you physically can't move on from this situation. You could be kind of stuck financially, or stuck where you are right now. The Six of Swords should be somebody, and when it's in the upright position, this is somebody who's kind of pushing out into calmer waters. Right now it kind of feels like you're stuck on the shores and not sure how to get off of them, and it's getting like bumpier and rockier, and oh no. Queen of Pentacles. Here's the thing, Pisces. It doesn't matter if this is your story. You are who you are, and this Queen of Pentacles is somebody who takes care of everybody around them, and this is kind of one of those coping mechanisms that if this is your reading that you use, this would be, and that's okay. I think it's very positive. This Queen of Pentacles is somebody who does it all. They bring home the bacon and fry it up in a pan. Yes, they do. And they take care of the family. They take care of the home. They do it all. And they do it all very lovingly, and they're very abundant. Whoever you are, you're someone who is extremely abundant in talent and ability, and your ability to create wealth for yourself. And so I feel like you're pushing yourself into this place of stability where you are creating kind of a new life for yourself. It just is, and I think it's not even that far from you right now. I just think that, let me use this one right here. This is the Tarot of Dreams by Sarah Marchetti. Let me see. Yeah, I have the Wheel of Fortune here. This is somebody who has been experiencing kind of like, I don't know. We're wrapping up a cycle here, and it feels like whoever I'm reading for, you're being asked to move on in a situation, and the timing is terrible. The timing is terrible, and it's just like there are all these things to deal with, and it's stressful, and you're not sure how these things are going to work out. It feels like there are a lot of little gears to move into place here, but this Wheel of Fortune is somebody who understands that things always are changing, and that it's important to learn how to go with the flow. It's important to learn how to move forward, whatever that means for you. And I think if you've been feeling stuck in this situation, this will be the week that you become unstuck, Pisces. And I think it propels you forward to focus on a new part of yourself. I know, I agree. It's like very heavy. The Five of Wands in the reverse. It feels like somebody who is just, I'm feeling like quite exhausted by all of this drama and upheaval. And there's also this energy of not wanting to deal with other people. I'm just seeing somebody who wants to just like cover their ears so they don't have to hear another person's words. I don't know if you've been having to experience a lot of other people's opinions, other people's conversations, or just having to communicate with a lot of people, or just hearing a lot of discord. That's the feeling. And I have the Eight of Cups, which is somebody who is finally able to move on. And here's the thing, you know you're moving on to something much better, right? It's true. All right, Pisces, what? I've got the Judgment card and I got the Emperor out. Very good. All right, so this is somebody who says, yes, my eyes are open now. I understand. I see it all. And now I'm ready to make a change. I don't want to be sitting back here in like this any longer. Now it's time to take action. Now is the time to focus on myself. Now is the time to rebuild. I understand you're still going through this though, because this is a fairly recent breakup, fairly new. But this Emperor energy that's coming towards you, whether it's yours or another person's, this is the energy of, this is the wave you want to ride on here. With this Emperor, this is somebody who may be starting a new business for themselves. They go very well with this Queen of Pentacles energy here. This could be somebody that's approaching you for work or business. You may have some new opportunities coming towards you. This Judgment card is kind of like a wake-up call, but it's also kind of like an opportunity. It's like a whole new light that shines in your life. I know that sounds hokey, but it kind of is. It's kind of like an awakening. It's like a dawning of some sort. I'm just seeing like a spotlight. It's very happy. It's very much placing you into a position of being able to grow. And I think you're going to be in the flow of this. And I think it's going to feel a lot more comfortable than where you've been. All right, Pisces. I'm sorry if this is your situation with this, ouch, 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 right? And I understand that you haven't been talking to your friends and hardly your family even about this either. I think that you had really hoped that this situation was going to improve and that you can reconcile it and fix it, but it's not feeling that way now. And it feels like you're nervous to tell people the truth about it. Listen, the people who love you are going to love you no matter what, Pisces, and that's the truth. And you will be surprised how much people love you and appreciate you. People admire you. They really, really do. I'm serious. I can tell. You have beautiful eyes too. That's what I hear. And also it just feels like people want to support you. People want to be behind you. All right. That was your reading for the week, Pisces. Next up we have Virgo. Wow. Okay. We got the Queen of Cups right there for Virgo. And I got the Judgment in the reverse. Man, okay. So the Queen of Cups coming out on its side. This is somebody who doesn't know how to tell somebody how they're feeling in a situation. I have the Judgment in the reverse. Perhaps they feel like they maybe misjudged a person or maybe misjudged a situation, and now they're not really sure. Well, just give me a second. Let's look. These cards are really, you guys are hopping tonight. Man, I got the Nine of Swords that comes out here. This is somebody who's really worried about something. They're possibly worried about, they may have done something that now they're kind of regretful of. You know, I am so tired of people being so judgmental on themselves, being so hard on themselves every time they do something that they feel like they have to discipline themselves for. Yes, sometimes people do that. Sometimes people screw up. Sometimes people fail miserably. And you're going to have to learn how to forgive yourself, right? Because otherwise, how can you learn to forgive other people, right? We've got the Strength card that comes out on top of this. I feel like whoever I'm reading for, Virgo, it feels like somebody who, I'm hearing like reputation on the line. This is somebody who feels like they've overstepped. They maybe have, and I don't know if this is you or somebody around you, all right? This is somebody who's really worried and they have a lot of anxiety now around something that they have created here. With this Strength card, this is the card of Leo, and this is somebody who's being asked to be strong in a situation. And I always say with the Strength card, when the Strength card comes out, it usually indicates that there's a need to be strong, right? It indicates that you are able to be strong and that you have the capacity to get through this situation, but that just means there's a situation, right? Womp womp. Alrighty, we have the Knight of Swords that comes out here. This is somebody who wants to come in. They want to send a message and they want to change it. They want to fix it. It feels like they want to write somebody a note, write somebody a text or email, or even like a note or something. And I'm telling you, words are very powerful. And it feels like with this Knight of Swords, this person is able to affect a lot of change quickly just by being honest in a situation, or just by being kind, or just by speaking out or speaking up, something like that, okay? And I have the Four of Wands that comes out on its side. All right, so this would be something that I'm gonna have to clarify that in a second, because yeah, all right, so for sure. So this Four of Wands it's one of the soulmate cards in the deck for me as a reader. It's that Twin Flame 1111 card, but whenever it's also about marriage. It can be about putting down roots with another person or stability or something like that. And I wasn't really sure, but then it came out with the Lovers card, and so maybe that's an indication that it's a love relationship of significance, right? Probably a soulmate relationship in some way. This is a person that is, they've been asked to make a choice here. And it feels like they may have damaged someone with their words or their actions. And it feels like maybe they made the wrong choice at some point. Because the Lovers, it's card of Gemini, but it's somebody who's being asked to decide, are you all in or are you all out? What do you want to do here, right? And it feels like somebody may have thrown in the towel or something, and maybe now they regret it. Or something. Let me get another deck. Let's use this Chocoli deck to clarify, actually. I have the Knight of Swords that comes out in the reverse. This is somebody, and this is the second time out for the Knight of Swords for you guys already. Good job. So it feels like in the past, maybe you said something that you regret, or this person said something that they regret to you. And now there's this real energy of wanting to come in and say the right thing and to fix the situation. Now I have this Three of Wands that comes out, and I always say the Three of Wands is like the minor arcana of the Magician for me. This is somebody who knows that they can fix this. They know that this can get better. This is the feeling, right? Why do we have, dare I ask, what is this Judgment in reverse? The Strength card, or excuse me, that's the Chariot card, I'm sorry. The Chariot card right there on top of the Strength card, though. This is somebody who feels like they moved on too quickly in a situation. Maybe they feel, and they've been kind of regretful about it since. Ouch. This is somebody who feels like this is somebody who feels like it's rather dramatic, and it feels like you're their other half and you've been completely removed from them in some way. And now all of a sudden they're feeling like these very intense feelings about this, like this real drive to come in and fix this. I have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. They were waiting, hoping this was going to get better. Now I've got the Two of Wands in the reverse. Now there's this real fear, and this Five of Swords in the reverse. They regret things that they said. There's this real fear that you're not going to accept them back. They feel like they waited too long, and now they don't have as much to offer as they did before. I don't know what that means, but there is somebody here who is questioning a choice that they made, and they chose to move on from you, or you chose to move on from them, and it feels like now they wish that they hadn't. It feels like they chose to act too hastily, and now they don't know how to come forward and say anything about it because they've kind of run this off into the ditch. With this Eight of Wands in the reverse, this is somebody who hasn't been talking. It's a total lack of communication, and that's why we have somebody here who's like kind of obsessively worrying about this and not sure what to say to somebody because no one's been saying anything. Somebody's been waiting on the other person to reach out first. It hasn't happened, and now this person feels like they've lost you forever, or you feel like you've lost them forever. Now with the Five of Swords in the reverse, this is somebody who thought they were going to win by maybe, I hate to say it, but like maybe trying to make you jealous or something. That's so immature, and that's crazy town, right? But I mean, people still do things like that, right? Even as adults, it's weird. But it kind of feels like you're, I feel like there's somebody that wants to fix this real quick, and I feel like they could really quickly because we've got two major soulmate cards out here, and we've got people who are kind of like sweating bullets here about this. There's somebody who feels like they've really screwed up. I just want to know real quick, Virgo, how you feel about this situation. I know, taking too long, but still, I just want to know for your sake, like what... So if you're on the other side of this and you're not the one sweating bullets, you've got the Six of Swords out and the Ten of Swords out, man. So that's the second time for the Six of Swords there, where we had somebody who felt like they were kind of stuck and they couldn't move forward, right? I don't know where it is. But this is somebody who feels like it's time to move on from this. And you're like, you know, with this Ten of Swords, this is an on again, off again relationship, and you know it. And you're like, man, I guess we'll just keep on doing the same thing over and over again. It really does feel kind of like a mirror image sort of reading, like where you're both kind of feeling the same way, and this is kind of one of those things like you just kind of accept that it goes this way, Virgo. Is that weird? I think it is. I don't know. It's kind of clear as mud to me. If this was your reading, it will probably make sense to you. For the rest of us, we don't really know what's going on, but that's okay because it's your life, not ours. But this Four of Wands and this Lover's card is a pretty strong soulmate relationship, and that's probably why you can't ever seem to fully disconnect from this person. There is this real feeling of like really belonging with one another, and there's kind of like this, and it's like this energy of like sharing, like almost like a brain with this other person, and that's fair. It sounds kind of codependent and hokey, I know, but that's kind of the feeling. Like I think that's why you struggle to separate yourself from this person and move on. All right, that was your reading for the week, Virgo. Let's see here, Taurus. You guys are up with this Mary L. Tarot. I got the King of Wands for Taurus. Ten of Swords in the reverse. That guy is super popular tonight. Hold on. Perfect. Ooh. Oh, I got the King of Cups. All right, Taurus. You know I love you so much. I love Taurus. I really do. All of you. Yeah. I don't know. There's just something just so sweet about a Taurus. I don't know. And so... just like loving. I always think of a Taurus as super loving. So I don't know why I think that. So this Ten of Swords in the reverse is somebody who's either experienced an ending recently, or that's kind of what it feels like, or they're right in the middle of going through it in some way. With this King of Wands, it's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And this is somebody who recognizes that it's time to move on. It's time to take action. It's time to assert themselves in their lives. And it feels like this is someone who's experiencing like a bout of bravery. This is somebody who's like, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to do something. With this King of Cups energy here, you got two kings out here. This is somebody who has had like a major shake up to their system recently. It's kind of changed who you are, Taurus. It's changed who you are, how you see the world, how you see other people. And it's interesting because it comes out with the World card right here, which is the card of Libra. But it's kind of this energy of, it's time to make a change, a major, major change. And I feel like you're in the driver's seat now because somehow you've just grown that much recently, and it feels like the growth has come from some kind of ending that you've experienced. Could be a death of a loved one, friend, or family member. It could also be the ending of a relationship. It could be any ending, like making a choice to end something and go in a different direction, something like that. This Six of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who's starting to recognize where, there have been some holes and deficiencies in their life before, and how they're kind of ready to start patching those up and kind of ready to start being a whole version of themselves. Something I was going to say about these two kings coming out here. This is someone who has really grown a lot over the last couple of years. And I know I said that, but they've really grown into themselves. They've kind of bossed up. They've become like Taurus 2.0. Yes, now we've got the sun that comes out in the reverse. You've been through a lot. And I have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. I'm going to clarify that in a minute. But this sun in the reverse is someone who is like begging themselves for healing. This person says, please, 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 can we get better? Can we do something different than this? Can we leave this place? Can we move on? And it feels like these are your words for yourself. Almost like you're counseling yourself, like, you know what? You have outgrown this place. You have outgrown this space. You have outgrown this relationship in whatever way. And it feels like somebody who's ready to make a major change. And with that World card, it's time. It's time to. Because the World card, it's an indication that you're ending some kind of major cycle. 7-year cycle, 9-year cycle, 13-year cycle, something like that. And you're saying, and I'm done. Yeah. Now let's find out, what is this Ace of Swords in the reverse? We've got the Devil in the reverse. This is somebody who says, I don't want to do those things anymore. I don't want to be with those people anymore. I don't want to keep working so hard, or I'm tired of what I'm doing every day. This is somebody who's just tired of it all and they're sick of it. And they feel like they want something better and something different for themselves. Good job, you. All right. I've got the Four of Swords in the upright position. This is somebody who recognizes that they need a break. They're like, I need a time out. I need some space. I need a vacation. I need a separation, something like that. I need to take some time, is what this person's saying. And I have the, what is this? Queen of Wands, very good, in the reverse. This is somebody who's, though, questioning themselves, saying, I'm not sure I'm making the right choice. It feels like, Taurus, whoever you are, you're used to making really solid, logical decisions about what to do in your life. And it feels like you've had these feelings for a while after this ending has happened. You're like, you know what, I got to move on. I got to leave this place. I got to move on. But there's somebody who's kind of like, but what if? What if it doesn't go the way I want it to go? What if I fail? That kind of energy. And, those are just feelings. Yeah, you don't want to act impulsively is what you're thinking. I've got the Three of Cups in the reverse. This can be somebody who's afraid of losing friends. They could be afraid that they're going to lose relationships that they've spent a lot of time working on. This Hanged Man energy is somebody who's waiting on a sign, like, please tell me the right choice to make. That's kind of that energy, Virgo. And I have the Moon card that comes out with that. This is somebody who has to admit to themselves some fairly dark truths about how they're feeling, or what they want to do, or what they don't know, or, the Moon card is the card of Cancer, but it's like all these subconscious issues bubbling up to the surface. This is somebody who is they're having to be very honest with themselves and with other people. And that may be where this fear comes from. And I was saying, afraid they're going to lose some friends by making this move. Your friends are not going to be upset with you for doing something that makes sense for you, or doing something that feels right for you or authentic for you, right, Taurus? That's not going to be the case, because your friends are the people who love you, and people who love you want the best things for you. So you don't ever have to worry about that. And here we have the Two of Wands in the reverse, and I have the Death card in the reverse, right next to that Ten of Swords right there. And this is somebody who recognizes that this is kind of an ending that's a long time coming. It kind of feels like it's time to get out there on your own, kiddo, is sort of the energy here. But this Two of Wands in the reverse is somebody who's still saying, I don't know if I have what it takes, boss. I don't know if I have what it takes. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't put me in, coach. This is somebody who's feeling underconfident. How do we make this better? We got the Ten of Cups, man. And I got the Page of Wands. Here's the thing. I think that something happens this week. And I think it could be relating to an offer. It could be something that takes your interest. Something that sort of turns your head in a different direction where all of a sudden it wakes you up to say, you know what, maybe there's a different potential out there for me. This Ten of Cups right here is kind of where you're headed. And the Ten of Cups is this card of emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. It can be a family coming back together. It can be a blended family coming together. It can be a card of marriage. It's one of those cards that indicates all the love you could ever want, right? It's everything you could ever want. And I think that's where, if you let go of whatever this was that you have just ended, and I mean, it has already ended, it just feels like you haven't moved out yet, is kind of the energy, or you kind of haven't moved on yet. That's sort of the feeling. And once you kind of embrace that and embrace how much you've grown here, it feels like you're headed straight towards this, you know? So if that's something that helps you move forward a little bit, that would be great. I think you're feeling that way. With this Page of Wands here, this is somebody who, they're ready to start something new, and they're ready to be very decisive about that. Yep. All right. And here's the thing about the Suit of Wands. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but it's somebody who, once they start something and it just kind of triggers something in their mind, they kind of start, it kind of starts like a wildfire, just like from a little match starts this whole fire that's like blazing and burning it down. Good job. All right, that was your reading for the week, Taurus. Next up, we have Capricorn. Well, let me get all these organized real quick. That Ace of Swords in the reverse, really for you guys, Taurus, though, it feels like, I know I'm still talking to Taurus, but it kind of feels like it's hard for you to tell people the truth about what you want to do. And like I said, people are going to love you no matter what. People who love you will always love you. All right. Anyway, enough said. Capricorn, this is your reading. Thank you guys for letting me read for you. All right. What do we have for Capricorn? This is traditional Rider-Waite deck. I got the Ace of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who feels like all of their excitement is now no longer. I always think of the Ace of Wands in the reverse as like a torch being doused in a bucket of water. It's like all of a sudden, womp womp, like everything I thought was going this way and now it's not, and now I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Two of Wands is somebody who says, I know I have a lot to offer to another person. Where's my other person? What's happening? There's somebody here that you're not talking to with this Eight of Swords here. And it feels like kind of a procrastination energy of somebody who maybe isn't dealing with it. I don't know if this is you or the other person involved. This is somebody who says, I can't deal with it. I can't focus on it. I have too much going on. This is somebody who's trying to, you may be ignoring them. They may be ignoring you, but there's somebody here who's all of a sudden kind of turned off by this. I have the Knight of Cups that comes out here. This was somebody that you tried to give your heart to, or they tried to give their heart to you. Whenever it comes out on its side here, now we have somebody questioning that, like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have gone that direction. All right. And with the Moon card that comes out on top of that, on its side, this is somebody who's like, could be worried about secrets coming out. It could be somebody who maybe wasn't entirely honest or truthful in a situation. The Moon is the card of Cancer, but this is somebody who's seeing things for what they maybe really are now, maybe seeing the truth in a situation, even despite this, it's kind of like this. The Eight of Swords can be the energy of being blocked, like digitally blocked, or communication being blocked in some way. I have the Sun card that comes out here on top of the Moon card. Look at that. So you got the Sun and the Moon here. This Sun card is the card of Leo. The Moon is the card of Cancer. But the Sun card is somebody who knows they can fix this situation. They know they can heal it. They know they can make it better. in some way, or there is some hope for healing, I should say. That's kind of the energy of that. Or this can be your energy, Capricorn, where you're saying, you know what, despite all of these things, I'm just going to choose to feel good. Because the Sun card is the card of, I don't know, expansion. It can be a card of warmth on your shoulders. It can be coming out of a depression. It can be, you know, communication opening. It can be this feeling of healing. And I have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, and I got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. There may have been some financial loss recently, or you may be experiencing that this week. There was some kind of fallout here, maybe financially, or maybe you feel like you said the wrong thing with this Knight of Swords in the reverse. Maybe all of the seeds you had planted for the future with somebody didn't really come to fruition in some way. Maybe the things you had planned for just kind of fell apart. And it feels like, and I've got the Ace of Cups here, this feels like you or the other person. So you'll have to decide which side of the coin you are on here, Capricorn. Somebody had really positive intentions of giving their entire heart to another person here, and now it feels, and this comes across here with this Knight of Cups here too. You've got two aces. This was a new relationship of some sort. This Ace of Cups though is someone who gives their love very, very freely, very openly, very abundantly, and this Knight of Cups would be somebody who, you know, knights bring gifts, they bring offerings, you know, pages are messengers, but knights always bring offerings of love, and it feels like you did that. You kind of pulled out all the stops here in some way, and now you are left with this lack of communication here. And now I have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. You're like, everything that I was hoping for is now gone. This person and I are no longer talking. That's how it feels. Or this person is feeling that way about you. Now I have the Nine of Pentacles that crosses that. That's an energy of singleness. We have this King of Wands here. This, yeah, this is somebody who wants to go in a different direction. This person says, fine, now I'm on my own. It kind of feels like this is where that Sun card comes out this week, I think, for you, Capricorn. I think it's not about healing the relationship. I think this is about you healing yourself. I think this is an energy of you coming back to yourself, especially with this Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is one of my favorite cards also, because this represents not just a new love relationship coming towards you, Capricorn, but it represents a recognition of who you are and what love represents to you. It's about unconditional love, and it's about understanding that and understanding what it is that you need to, and who you need to give your heart to. And really, it feels like you're coming back towards yourself this week, Capricorn, and you are really going to be coming out of any kind of funk that you've been feeling. It feels like you get over it, you move on in some way. And this Nine of Pentacles is the minor arcana of the Empress for me. And this is somebody who's very single. They're very action oriented. They're very stable. They are very unique to themselves and very admired. And there's somebody who's setting up their future for a lot of success, but it is an energy of independence. All right, let's use this Hush Tarot. Let me shuffle this real quick. I have the Ten of Swords that comes out here. This is somebody you tried with multiple times, like you tried and tried and tried and tried and tried. And this Ten of Swords is somebody, it's the minor arcana of the Death card for me, right? But this is somebody who maybe was in an on again, off again sort of relationship, or somebody who just tried and tried and tried and it just never worked. It never got off the ground. It never worked out, especially whenever it's on top of that Ace of Wands. And now we're faced with some kind of an ending. I've got the Temperance in the reverse. Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. This is somebody who didn't fit into your routine. Or you didn't fit into their routine. This is somebody who said they may be struggling with issues, with addictions, with toxicities in their lives. The Temperance in the reverse would be somebody who just, you couldn't get on the same page with. Maybe they didn't have the same view of the future or the same vision of the relationship that you had, something like that. And I have the Judgment card that comes out crossing that. You perhaps misjudged one another in this scenario, or perhaps you misjudged this person or they misjudged you. There was some kind of issue where someone was feeling a little bit blinded by love or blinded by something. And perhaps they didn't, maybe they just weren't on the same page as you. Tell me. Yeah. I've got the Strength in the reverse. The Strength card is the card of Leo. And when we have the Strength card in the reverse, this is somebody who feels like they've failed in a situation. Well, I don't think you're going to be feeling that way for very much longer. Okay, Capricorn, I think that this is the week where things kind of change and you start to kind of experiencing, yeah, now I have the King of Cups that comes out on its side here. This is somebody who says, you know what, if not that person, then the right person. The King of Cups is somebody who all of a sudden has bossed up from the Knight of Cups to the King of Cups. This person says, you know, I have a much more mature vision of love for myself in the future, and I have a much more mature self, you know, now, especially with this Nine of Pentacles energy here. And I have the Page of Pentacles here. This is somebody who wants to start something new. Page of Pentacles can be somebody who starts looking in a different direction. This is, Page of Pentacles is very much entry level kind of energy. This is somebody who says, you know, this person, it didn't work out with this person. I'm going to look in a different direction. And I have lots here, but the Two of Cups in the reverse was in there, and that's somebody who recognizes that this is an ending of a partnership, possibly a soulmate relationship. And yes, and the Two of Cups came out again. I shouldn't have put it back in, I guess. But whenever we have it in the reverse, this is somebody who recognizes that this has been something that's kind of fallen apart here. And now we're going to move into this singular energy where we're kind of ready to maybe meet someone new, maybe entertain the idea of a different direction in some way. And it doesn't have to necessarily be romantic, but it feels like it kind of is, especially with all these cups hanging around here. This is somebody who wanted to fix things with their words. They wanted to make things better, but I think by the end of this week, Capricorn, you're going to be feeling differently. I think you're going to be wanting to kind of entertain a more single energy for yourself, and it has to do everything with this lack of communication between you and this other person, and it's kind of become a real turnoff for you, and I think that's kind of how you feel. All right, Capricorn, that was your reading for the week. I'll catch up with you guys next week. Next up, we have Aquarius, first of our air signs, and I'm going to use this Artist Inner Vision Tarot for you guys. What do we have for Aquarius? We got the King of Pentacles in the reverse, the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who's feeling like their actions have been childish. This is somebody who feels like, oh, okay. We may have somebody who feels like their actions are affecting a family of some sort. I've got the Page of Pentacles, and I've got the Page of no, I don't. I have the Queen of Pentacles. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought that. This looks similar to me. So I have the Page of Pentacles, and now I have the Queen of Pentacles. This could be a family dynamic. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is somebody, and now I've got the King of Pentacles. That's why I was saying that. Wow. This is also a fairly new deck to me, and the lighting in here is bad, and I am getting old, and so my eyes don't work as well as they used to. All right, so we have somebody here who feels like they may have made some choices that have kind of caused disruption in their family's life. And I'm not sure what that is for you, but this Nine of Swords is somebody who has experienced a lot of anxiety. And it feels like anxiety throughout the day. Look, I'm having somebody who's having possibly intestinal issues. They could be having struggles, headaches, things like that. Can also be bad dreams. It feels like somebody it almost feels like haunting in a way, and I know that sounds kind of dramatic, but that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting here. But there's somebody here who feels like they've kind of created a problem within a group or within a family dynamic of some sort. We have a lot of money maybe being lost here, or money going out the window or something like that. I don't know. This may not be your energy. This may be somebody around you, Aquarius. Let's look. I have the Six of Wands. This is somebody who all they want to do is to be successful. All they want is to make everybody happy. All they want is they just want to come home. They want everything to be good. They want everything to be okay. They want to be happy, but mostly there's like this energy of success. Okay, hold on. That's too many cards. I gotta put these back in. Hold on. I have the Two of Wands in the reverse. There's somebody here who says, If not this person, then who? There's somebody here who feels like they're not sure what to do for the future. This person says, I thought it was going to go this way, and now I see that it's not, and now I'm not sure where to go. This person says, I thought that I had it all right, and now I'm questioning myself. Now I feel like I've run all of this off into the ditch, and now I'm really upset with myself about this. There's like... I've got the Magician card that comes out with that. That's the card of Ophiuchus for me as a reader, but this is somebody who says, I will do whatever it takes to make this work. I will do whatever it takes. Or perhaps you felt like this was you in the past. Maybe you were the person who was always saying, I will do whatever it takes to make this thing work. I will do whatever I can in my power to make sure that this is successful and this is functional in some way. And now all of a sudden we have you feeling like you've maybe made a mistake or made a poor choice. This Ace of Pentacles here, and I got the Sun card on top of that. Here's the thing, you saw a lot of potential in this other person or this situation at some point. It felt like it was the right place or the right person for you at some point. Maybe this person felt that way about you, but now we've had some kind of, I don't know. I'm going to get another deck. Hold on. Because this King of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody who's questioning their choices. There's somebody who says, I don't know if did I just not invest in the right person? Did I not make the right choices? Did I not do things right? Because I think that you're used to doing everything perfectly, Aquarius. You're used to having a plan. You're used to having it all figured out. And now somehow it's kind of run off in the ditch. And it feels like with this King and Queen of Pentacles, like this was a true pairing right here. Now, it feels like you had planned to put down roots with this person. And this would have been a really stable situation for you in some way, or you felt it was going to be, or they felt this way about you. And now we have some kind of change. I've got the Two of Cups in the reverse. Well, there's your change. Two of Cups is one of the soulmate cards in the deck, but whenever we have the Two of Cups in the reverse, this is like a dissolution of a partnership. This is like it's all falling apart. There it is. I don't know what it was that caused that. That's why we have that high anxiety card with that Nine of Swords, where I was saying somebody could be having stomach trouble. Somebody could be super high anxiety, super stressed out about this. Yeah. I've got the Ace of Cups here. This is somebody who says, I gave it my all. I wanted to give this person my entire heart. Or maybe this person gave you their entire heart. It was a brand new love relationship. Everything was going well. What happens? The Four of Wands, that's another soulmate card. Here's what happened. Probably things may have gotten very serious and it was time to put down roots or something like that in this relationship. Maybe somebody got spooked, or maybe somebody, this is that Twin Flame 1111 card, that Four of Wands, right? It can be a card of marriage. It's definitely one of the soulmate cards in the deck. And this is somebody who says maybe too much too soon. Maybe this is somebody who's afraid they're wearing rose-colored glasses or something like that. Somebody is not trusting this situation or this relationship. And that's just kind of a shame. What's going on? I've got the Devil card in the reverse. This person or you may deal with addictions or toxicities, or it could just be that this relationship was like very intensely passionate to the point that it was kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say toxic. It doesn't always have to be toxic with that Devil card. That's the card of Capricorn. But when we have that Nine of Swords out there too, there's an energy of toxicity here. Could have been fighting too, or arguing or something like that. I have the Eight of Pentacles here. There could be, this could be a workplace dynamic or workplace drama sort of situation. It could be that there's had to be a change that's made because of work or something like that. I don't know what that means, but it could just also be that you put in a lot of hard work and effort on this relationship, Aquarius, or somebody did. I've got the Two of Pentacles here. There's an energy of juggling here, and the Temperance in reverse is a card of Sagittarius, but it goes right on top of that Devil card, and that's somebody who has to acknowledge that the two of you weren't on the same page. And this Hanged Man in reverse, it feels like each one of you or the other person, whatever, was waiting on the other person to reach out and be honest. There's a real heavy feeling of mistrust in this relationship, whatever it was, and also not being able to get on the same page with this person. We have multiple soulmate cards out here on the table, which tells me this would be a real energy of significance, a relationship of significance. Somebody here wanted this to be successful. They wanted it to work out, and they've really done everything that they feel they can to make it happen. Now, with this Sun card here, that's a card of healing, and it's a card of new growth and expansion. Knight of Cups in the reverse. I think that's your healing, though, Aquarius, is that Page of Wands, I feel like you end up letting this individual go and choose to move on in a different direction. Because the Knight of Cups in the reverse, this is someone who retracts a love offer. They say, you know what, it's too much for me, whatever this situation was. I understand who you are to me and who I am to you, but really it's not a good choice. It's not worth it for me to keep giving my heart to this situation that I just keep getting it smashed, you know? And this Page of Wands is like a flirtation or a curiosity in another direction. This is somebody who says, I think I'm ready to move on in a different pathway with another person, maybe start something new. That's kind of that energy, and I think that's where the Sun comes in. I don't think the Sun is about repairing this relationship specifically, but it's more about repairing your heart and kind of moving on to something that may be healthier or better for you. Although you do have a lot of these soulmate cards out here. You got one, you got two, you got three of them. Plus you presented as the King of Pentacles here with the Queen of Pentacles. So that's a true pair for sure. But you know what? When you've tried, you've tried. And if you can't get it off the ground, you can't get it off the ground, right? Like a lead balloon. All right, that was your reading for the week, Aquarius. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Libra. Alrighty, what do we have for Libra? Let's use this manga tarot for Libra. I hope you guys are doing well. Alrighty, Libra. Wow, okay. I got the Nine of Swords. Man, that guy's popular tonight too. Ten of Pentacles on its side, Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune on its side, and the Seven of Pentacles. Good job. Alrighty, so this Nine of Swords is somebody who has been under an awful lot of stress lately. Okay, Libra, you've just, like, look at this poor person. Has this been you? Does this look like your face? All right. If it has been, I'm awfully sorry to hear that, but just know that things are about to get a lot better, because we have this Ace of Pentacles that's coming up here, which is my favorite card to get in any reading, whether it's love, family, career, finance, whatever. This is somebody who is about to be presented with an energy or an offer that is very authentic to you. It makes sense for you. It's going to be a good deal for you. It's something you can take to the bank. It's something you would want to invest in. So there you have it, Libra. And we have this Ten of Pentacles that comes out here. Ten of Pentacles can be a windfall of money. It can be buying a new home. It can be the ability to put down roots in a space. This Seven of Pentacles would be something that you've waited for a long time, okay? It feels like whatever it is you've been through recently, like I said, you've been under a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. You've been struggling to get to sleep at night at times, but this Wheel of Fortune card comes out here. Here's the thing. You've had a lot of timing issues to deal with. You've had to deal with a lot of delays. You've had to deal with just like stuff that didn't even seem fair, right? So that's where you've been, and that's about to change, because like I always say about the Wheel of Fortune, it's a wheel. It's always changing. It's always moving. And if you are always working and you are always putting in positive energy, obviously it's going to be moving in the direction that you want it to move in. This Seven of Pentacles, though, is somebody who has waited. All those seeds that you have planted, you have been waiting and waiting and waiting for them to come to fruition, and it feels like now is the time. I like it. All right. Nine of Cups. Good job, you. I feel like you're about to have everything that you ever wanted. And I know that that is fairly lofty. However, this Nine of Cups is somebody who all of a sudden, I always call it the birthday candle wish. I always call it the minor arcana of the star card for me. This is somebody whose wishes start to come true. And here's the thing. They're not so much wishes as places you have pushed your energy into, okay? This is about good karma. This Wheel of Fortune is about karma. And whenever you put out enough good karma into the world, eventually it does start to go in the direction you want it to. It's true. It is. Alrighty. So it feels like this week, Libra, you can be expecting things to improve in your life, things to get better, things to feel better. And thank goodness, because that Nine of Swords doesn't look like fun at all. And it feels like you're going to be experiencing some kind of energy of a new offer or something that you really want to get behind, something that feels right for you. Tell me. Yep. I got the Ten of Cups here. So we got the Ten of Pentacles, we got the Ten of Cups here. It feels like, well, let me get a couple more. Hold on. Wow. Okay. It feels like, man, I don't know if you had to leave behind a home or a marriage or a relationship. I don't know. There's been a lot of restriction or a lot of lack of communication between you, and it feels like a few people here. This Eight of Swords, whenever it comes out here, this is like the energy of not talking to other people. It feels like you've been through things recently that nobody even knows about. And you've kind of been putting off telling people. Is kind of what it feels like. This Ten of Cups can be a dissolution of partnership, family dynamic, something like that. It can be the energy, and it comes out on its side in this reading. So this could be somebody who's trying to make a difficult choice. It could be that you're just not talking to your significant other for some reason. I have the King of Pentacles that comes out in the reverse. It feels like with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, it could be that you've had a lot of financial loss in the recent past, and I'm grateful to see this Ten of Pentacles in your future energies coming towards you, because it feels like you've kind of been through the ringer here. It does feel like you may have lost a home, or you may have lost, I don't know, a partner of significance in some way. And for a while, it kind of felt like you stepped in a big old pile of karmic shit. It really did. And you waited for things to get better, and you really tried to invest positively in your life and in your world. But it just felt like you were in kind of a rough spot for a while, is kind of how it feels. Now it feels like, now we've got the King of Cups in the upright, we got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, and we have the Six of Swords. This is such good news. I love it. All right, first of all, you know I love it when you guys give me repeat cards, because that tells me these are important energies to you. So Libra, this Wheel of Fortune in the upright position, this is great. This is exactly what I was saying. If you have been feeling like you had stepped into a big pile of karmic doo-doo, those times are improving now. No more are you going to be feeling this Nine of Swords, right? No more are you going to be feeling like this anxiety, this stress, like this, I don't know, worry, constant worrying, right? We're going to have a shift here. There's going to be a change, and you're going to be able to move in a direction that you want to go in. Now, this King of Cups right here, this energy is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, and this feels like you. This feels like somebody who hasn't really been telling anybody. Like I was saying, they haven't been talking to other people about what's really necessarily going on. It feels like you're about to embark upon something that you really want to pour your heart and soul into. You really want to go after it, and it really feels authentic to you. Whether it's a new person, or whether it's a new career path, or something like that, we have you being able to move on here with this Six of Swords. This is somebody who can now leave the situation. They can get out of Dodge. They have freedom now. It feels like in the past you were kind of shackled to an energy. You were waiting for it to pass, and it feels like this is the week, Libra, that things start to improve. And all of those things that you have been planning for the future, all that energy you've been giving, that good, solid, positive energy you've been giving in your life, is about to come to fruition. You can expect either a windfall of money, or you can expect opportunities that will bring money towards you this week, okay, Libra? And it feels like there's going to be a real positive upswing in just overall good vibes and good feels. Alrighty, that was your reading for the week, Libra. I love you very much. Last of the night, we have Gemini. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me, Gemini. I'm going to use this Heaven and Earth Tarot for you guys. What do we have for Gemini? Boy, you got a lot to say tonight. All right, so Gemini, we have this Three of Wands that comes out here. That's your initial card. And the initial card is always the strongest energy, right? This is somebody who says, I know that things are about to change. I know because I've been planning for this change to happen for a while. This is a card of manifestation. A lot of readers call this the Amazon Prime card. I sent ahead for it. It should be here now, or in 2 days, right? That's basically the energy of this Three of Wands. I always call it the minor arcana of the magician as well. Now, the reason that you know that things are about to change is because you put in the work and the effort for these things to change. This Eight of Pentacles is somebody who works hard at whatever it is they do. They're well known for doing a good job. Now, we have this Tower card that comes out on its side. Now, usually the Tower is something that comes out of nowhere. It's usually like divinely inspired chaos, right? And what happens with the Tower is it knocks your knees out from under you, and it forces you to recognize where there were holes in the previous foundation and then rebuild them without the holes. Now, whenever we have the Tower come out on its side with all these cards in combination, Gemini, it feels like this is something you kind of saw coming. But it's still a little bit of upheaval nonetheless, because it's change. And any kind of change in our little human lives is real hard to deal with for most of us. It is for me. Alrighty, now let's look. I'm going to put these... yeah, no, I'm going to keep them. Okay. So I have this Four of Cups in the reverse. This is the energy of feeling like you haven't been happy in a situation for a while. Now, this kind of feels like it's related to your career, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. This can be in love, and this can also be in a family dynamic. It can be anywhere, right? So I have the Empress in the reverse, and I have the Six of Pentacles. Again, I'm so blind, right? I have the Six of Pentacles that comes out in the reverse too. Here's the deal. It feels like you haven't been feeling like you were treated fairly in a situation, whether at home or in the office. One way or the other, you haven't been getting what you needed. You haven't. It's the energy of breadcrumbing with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And this is with the Empress in reverse. This is somebody who says, I don't really feel like I have the resources that are necessary to run this empire. I need more. I need something better for myself. Highly nurturing energy, but whenever it's in the reverse, it's somebody who's starting to get pretty fed up. They're pretty fed up with the situation. And when we have the Four of Cups in the reverse, this is somebody who's been feeling this way for quite some time, Gemini. All right, if this is you, you say, hell yes, it is. All right. Okay. And I have the Three of Cups in the reverse. This may be alluding to a third-party situation. And I have the Hanged Man card that comes out on top of here. It doesn't necessarily have to be a third-party situation. Obviously, I'll get out another deck and clarify that. But it can be this energy of hoping that things were going to get better and now seeing that they're not going to get any better, and that if they've always been this way, they're never going to be any different. And with this Hanged Man card that comes out here, this is somebody who waited a long time. You waited a long time. You gave this person or this situation a lot of opportunities for change, and it didn't happen, and it didn't happen, and it didn't happen. And you gave them another chance and another after that, and it still didn't change. And now we have you kind of waiting for the sign or the signal that's telling you now's the moment, now's your moment to move on. And it feels like you're getting pretty fed up waiting for that moment. And there's that Tower card right there for you, Gemini, this week. This is somebody, the Tower, and when it comes out on its side, this is you saying, yep, I kind of figured that's how that was going to go. Now is my moment. And it feels like you've really been putting yourself on the back burner for a long time, Gemini. It feels like you've been putting other people's needs ahead of yours for a long time. And I feel like you know that. You're kind of tired of denying the more authentic aspects of yourself. You're really tired of always being the one that gives and never receives. I think that you're pretty fed up with it. And again, you could have like a third-party situation over here that's been on your mind here. There's definitely the energy of not equal balance or not equal give and take with that Six of Pentacles in the reverse. It can be the energy, I'll say it again, of like that breadcrumbing energy, like you're always needing more than what you're getting, especially with that Empress in the reverse. This Empress in reverse could either be your energy or it could be the other person involved in this situationship, where we have somebody who's in charge and they're kind of falling apart, either throwing a lot of temper tantrums or feeling like they just don't have their needs being met. So I don't know, you'll have to take it as it resonates. That's just what the cards say, right? Okay. I don't know you. All right. And we have the Queen of Swords here. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. And this is somebody who has this kind of realization or this wake-up call all of a sudden where they're saying, wow, I see a major shift here. I've been waiting for this change to happen. I've been waiting for this transformation. This is somebody who finally feels like they can have freedom. I don't know. It feels like it's kind of catastrophic freedom. I don't know. Freedom that comes from some kind of catastrophe that happens. I don't know what that means. But it's somebody who all of a sudden has some kind of awakening. And with this Queen of Swords, this is someone who has a difficult truth to share, but it kind of feels like you find your voice this week, Gemini, about whatever this is. And I've got the Page of Pentacles here. This is somebody who says, oh, I don't care. I'm happy to start all over. The Page of Pentacles is somebody who starts off as entry level. This could be somebody who says, I'm leaving a job to start something on your own because you can't keep doing this and you've kind of seen it coming to a head for a while. You're not getting what you need. Or this could be somebody who leaves a relationship and walks away from everybody and says, you know what? Leaving here with nothing is better than staying here with everything, you know, something like that. There's this kind of a wake-up call here. And I've got the King of Swords on top of the Queen of Swords. Very good. You are fully in yourself this week, Gemini. I love it when you show up like this, but we have like a real true pairing here of masculine and feminine. This is somebody who just starts singing like a canary. This is somebody who just like all of a sudden opens up and is able to express what it is they've been seeing. It feels like they have been maybe not listening to their gut instinct for a long time. It feels like this is the week that you start to, Gemini. This is the week that you start saying, all of these little things are adding up to this direction. All these little things are starting to make sense for me. Now I'm ready to take action. I'm ready to make a move in some way. I have the Fool card in the reverse. It's been scary for you. The idea of making a change or starting something new has been very scary for you for a while. It feels like you were kind of really happy where you were or feeling very stable. This Six of Wands is someone who likes to feel successful. They want to feel like they are at home. They want to feel at peace, and they want everybody else around them to feel that way. And it feels like you're a very successful person. Okay, Gemini, whatever you do, all signs point to you. You're very well liked. Everybody loves you very much. And it feels like you want to do what's right for everybody involved all the time. I feel like whoever you are, Gemini, you've put other people's needs ahead of your own. Remember, I was saying that you're always putting yourself on the back burner. In this situation, it feels like I'm right. I have the Five of Swords that comes out with that. And the Hierophant in the reverse. Wow. Okay, so the Five of Swords is somebody, wow. Okay, with the Five of Pentacles. Wow, I know. Technical term, that wow. All right, so I've got two fives here. So is that all I have? I might have more. I don't know. I don't think so. But this Five of Swords with this Five of Pentacles is somebody who's cutting out individuals or situations from their lives, energies, if you will, from their lives that are just not working anymore. It's like a serious cutaway. And what's interesting, oh yeah, here's the other five. The Hierophant is also the number 5, 555. Chaos, conflict, and that bring about change. Chaos and conflict that bring about change. That's what that energy is right there. But this is somebody who's ending major commitments in their lives. Can be marriages, can be contracts, something like that. This is somebody who says, it's been too much chaos, it's been too much stress for me, and I have not been getting what I need out of this relationship or situationship. This could be at work where you're having to say, I'm not being fairly compensated. This could be at home within your marriage or your relationship. And this is somebody who says, no more, and they're cutting out other people and they're starting to put themselves first for the first time in a long time, Gemini. And I have the Eight of Wands, and now it's time. You feel like this is the week you want to talk about it. I feel like with this Eight of Wands, this is fast-moving, direct communication, and it's you talking to people. I feel like you've had somebody putting words in your mouth or in your ear for a while. The new communication that you'll be making this week will be all from your own voice. I got the Three of Swords. This leads to an ending, but I don't feel like you're, I mean, yeah, she's a little upset. Yeah, sure. But the energy that I'm feeling from you, Gemini, is one of kind of relief more than upset. Three of Swords is the energy of a breakup, right? And I feel like that's kind of inevitable here with that Tower. I think you've known it for a long time. I think you've actually kind of planned for it for a long time, but I think you've been putting it off and hoping it was going to get better, hoping it would improve for a long time. It didn't, and now you're seeing it for what it is, and you understand that there's going to be some upheaval here with you moving on from that. But you're going to have to make a change. Otherwise, your needs are going to continue to never be met. And you're smart and you figured it out. And I think that you're going to end this. And I think that some kind of peace and some kind of relief comes from that. All right, that was your reading for the week, Gemini. Thank you guys all so much for letting me read for you. I love you all very much. I will go back through these in a little while and I will timestamp them. I will post them later. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can. It's somewhere around here on the Facebook page. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, that's all in the About section of our channel. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.